Scott Pilgrim is one step closer to landing his dream girl in an all-new trailer for Netflix's Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Over a decade since the star-studded cult classic Edgar Wright-helmed film, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World first graced our screens in live-action technicolor, the entire gang is back in anime form. Promising a new spin on a familiar story, the creative team will take a page from Bryan Lee O'Malley's beloved graphic novels while also moving the romantic tale of Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers into uncharted territory. The marketing team behind Scott Pilgrim Takes Off has been incredibly generous in dropping pieces of media to tide audiences over until the magic begins on November 17th. The latest trailer, released as part of Netflix's Geeked week, gives more peeks into the couple's blossoming romance. Gliding around on her rollerblades and into Scott's heart, Ramona is equally smitten as her suitor is following their first date. While much of the teaser is filled with the butterflies felt by both parties, the end reveals the duo preparing to take on the many obstacles standing in their way, particularly Ramona's 7 evil exes. It isn't overly clear what will make the anime different from the live-action film, but we do have a few hints. For one, Ramona Flowers is no longer an Amazon package delivery driver, but instead now works for Netflix's DVD delivery service. The official log line also teases that things get even more complicated after Scott Pilgrim crushes the exes who stand in his way of love. While we can speculate all we want, it's comforting to know that the answers to the anime's plot are just days away. Who's in Scott Pilgrim Takes Over? Although they may not be appearing physically, the entire original cast is back to reprise their roles through vocal performances. The story's lovebirds, Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers, will once again be played by Michael Cera and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, respectively. And then, of course, there's the massively stacked ensemble that includes Chris Evans as Lucas Lee, Satya Babha as Matthew Patel, Brandon Routh as Todd Ingram, Brie Larson as Envy Adams, Kieran Culkin as Wallace Wells, Aubrey Plaza as Julie Powers, Anna Kendrick as Stacy Pilgrim, Jason Schwartzman as Gideon Graves, Allison Pill as Kim Pine, Johnny Simmons as Young Neil, Ellen Wong as Knives Chow, Mark Webber as Stephen Stills, and Mae Whitman as Roxy. Keeping it all in the family, Wright and O'Malley joined the series as executive producers alongside Ben David Grabinski. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Japanese animation studio, Science Sorrow, handled the project's colorful designs.